and Veronique's and mine and what we're all seeing out there.
In fact, when we come up with a new design, we actually give them to our employees, and then they carry them, and then they'll come back and critique them, and we listen to them. And very often we'll change the length of a strap. Somebody might say, I think the strap could be a little longer, it doesn't fit over my coat, and we listen.
We totally have different opinions when we start, but in the end, we never go to market with something where, as a group, we don't all feel that this is the right thing.
When we're finished, we don't even know whose idea it was.
Somehow we all come up with a consensus.
It really is much more an art than it is a science.
Every year, it's like I call them and I'll say, you've hit the jackpot again. How do you do it? Every single year.
And there are companies out there that can manufacture cotton quilted handbags and travel accessories. What separates us from them is the people that we have.
Culture has always been very important to us.
When we hire people that fit our culture. Our culture is very strong.
We look for people who not only meet the basic job qualifications, but also it's everything else about them, their personality, their ethics.
It's one of the most important lessons in doing business, and that is do business with people that you respect and you like.
The people are wonderful. The customer service is wonderful.
It's a place where the culture is different, I believe, than anywhere else, and the company not only cares about their employees, but they care about the people that are buying their handbags as well.
And I think that's what sets Vera Bradley apart. They care about people.
I think sometimes it's more about the bottom line, but for Vera Bradley, it's more about doing good, not only for the company, but for the community itself.
The consumer views us as, in many ways, a best friend. It's somebody they can take with them anywhere they go, somebody they trust. It's a cotton handbag, but for them it's much more.
Well, the mission statement, to be a girl's best friend, and it's simple, but it says it all.
The product makes them happy. It allows them to express their style, allows for individuality.
Women have such an affinity for certain bags and what they do, their functionality.
One of the other neat things is how they first received their Vera Bradley bag, because normally that's another little bit of the sisterhood, because someone will say, where did you find Vera Bradley? Well, my aunt gave it to me, or my mother bought it from me, or my grandmother gave it to me. It just conjures up warm feelings of who introduced you to Vera Bradley.
One of my customers owned a luggage store, and this man called me after he had it for like about a year, and he said, I have never had a product in my store that appeals to every age woman. The grandmother down to the little toddler, the godchild, everybody, every single age is hit by this company, and they just love it. And he said, I just want to thank you for helping me get the product in my store. He said, it's just been a fabulous thing.
The company has grown immensely, which has been very exciting to be a part of it.
Did we think it would grow this big? No. And I always use the analogy, you bring home a 7-pound baby from the hospital and he walks in one day, he's 6'5", and you say, when did this happen?
We didn't put a ceiling on anything. You just take one step at a time.
I can't give you a tipping point for Vera Bradley. I just know that every single day the company grew a little more and a little more, and all of a sudden it was a big company.
I'd say the most drastic change is the pace. We design and develop more styles and more colors every season than we used to.
We would have years where we literally had to stop taking orders in September because we just couldn't keep pace with demand. But we're in a position now, we've got systems in place, we've got the new distribution center in place, we can handle rapid growth.
I think we had a statistic out there, and we hired one person every other day for last year.
Years ago, I knew every employee. I knew I knew the names of their spouse. I knew the names of their children. And it can't be that way today.
It's more and more of a challenge as we grow. We've got to make sure that we're managing the business as a business in a way that we still maintain that small company feel, even though we're much larger.
You have to focus in on your own job. I mean, there was a day when I could overlook everything, and now I have to really focus on what I do. But I think we've handled it really well. And you have to have more strategy. You have to have more things in place.
We go to work and we love our jobs. We love them.
Even though the company has grown, the buildings are bigger, more automation, but it's still a group of caring people that enjoy each other.
We are excited about the company. We're going in a great direction. We believe in great things. We do great things for the company. And I want to make sure that everybody that calls in becomes a part of that.
I view it as being part of something special, and it's the people in this company and that shared vision and that passion for the brand that'll carry us forward and help us continue to grow.
I'm one of the luckiest people in the world because I have done something that has been a joy for as long as I've done it.
I think the thing I'm most proud of is the culture, the people we've been able to attract and retain, and the whole family and friend feeling of Vera Bradley.